You're here with Tojo, and today we're going over how to get through that long tattoo session. I've had long sessions, I've had shorter sessions, but I've been able to make through it all. And today I'm going to give you all the tips and secrets on how to get through it yourself. Tattoos are going to be painful from your first one to your last one. You just get used to the pain. That's the only difference. Some of the items that you can bring to kind of help you get through the session is a book bag, snacks, drinks, and maybe a pillow or a blanket. That goes a long way in the tattoo session. The book bag is for you to be able to carry out your belongings. You might need a charger, headphones, you also might need water, snacks, all that kind of stuff is going to be inside your book bag. So that book bag is your best friend right now. Some snacks that are pretty good is maybe some of those white chocolate covered pretzels, some Sour Patch Kids, Skittles, stuff that's easy to access, stuff where you're not going to make too much of a mess, it's easy to eat. And I say preferably a big bag so that you can just kind of reach your hand in and eat it and you don't have to like hold it with two hands and pour it into the other hand. So big bags are better, and snacks that don't make messes are very good snacks. But also fruit, nuts, stuff like that, those are healthy options where it'll replenish you a lot more than the junk food. As far as listening to music when you get a tattoo, music is good for when you first start the tattoo session. It gets you in your groove, you start feeling good, you're playing what you want to play. It gets your mindset ready for the tattoo session. Although I do think movies are better because once you start getting into the session, you're going to want something that consumes your mind a little bit more. A movie like the suspense or has a lot of action are good because when you're watching it, you're going to be tuned in. You're going to know what's going on. You're going to know, like, man, what happened? Who took the jewelry? Who killed that girl? What happened to the president? Movies like that has a lot of suspense. Those are the best kind of things I feel like help you get through the session. And then sometimes when you tune it out, switch it up through the session. If it's a new album came out, check out a new album, preferably not something that you listen to already. That works in the beginning, but as you know, we start to tune music out once we heard it. And when it's a new album, you bumping it, you listening, you don't know what they're saying. When it's an old album, after about 2 or 3 of your favorite songs, you're not listening to that shit no more. And that pain kicking your ass. As far as dealing with the sound of a tattoo gun, you kind of gotta get in like your mental bag where you're not really tripping about it too much. You want to make sure that you focused on what you're getting. Know that this machine and that noise is contributing to greatness on your body. Knowing that every part of this process is to make you better. On a side note, your artist should have been to upgrade this machine by now. We don't need them loud ass machines. Tell your artist to get a quiet machine or go to artist with a quiet machine. That's me. The preparation for your tattoo starts at least 2 days before the tattoo. Starting off with rest. Make sure you're getting enough rest. Make sure you have everything that you need, and make sure you have the proper clothing for your tattoo session. Meaning, if you're getting a tattoo in this area right here, you don't want to come in with a long sleeve shirt. Preferably have a shirt that's cut off or have a white beater under it. I got this tattoo right here and I had on a shirt similar to the one I had today. I ended up having to take my shoulder out of my shirt and have my shirt like this. I ended up getting cold, which kind of made it harder to deal with the pain longer in the session because now I'm getting this tattoo but I kind of have chills. So you want to make sure you dress appropriately for the tattoo session. And that starts 2 days beforehand so you can check to make sure, do I need to run to the store? Do I need to get anything before the session? Making sure you get enough sleep, because when you have enough sleep will determine whether or not you have enough energy to make it through this session. And energy is very important, and rest is very important. Being able to sit there and know that your body is fully recovered and fully healed from anything you're doing prior to this session. Sleep rejuvenates your body, and you need that. Being hydrated is very important when you get a tattoo. Make sure you drink tons of water before the session starts. Yes, you might pee a lot or go to the bathroom a lot, but it's still important. You want to get you a big bottle of water, a big bottle. Preferably room temp, but either way it goes. As long as you're drinking water, that's still pretty important. As far as things helping you get through the process, alcohol is not really the best solution to get through it. I can say that, alcohol does help with somewhat, but it's not good for the tattoo session. It's gonna make your blood thin, and it's gonna cause for more wiping in a longer session. And if you like to smoke, I suggest this. I don't really recommend being high during a tattoo session, but if you do choose to smoke, make sure that you're somebody that smokes on a regular or smokes on a daily. Because if you're not a daily smoker, now you're trying to get used to this pain you're not used to, and being high, which is something you're not used to because you don't do it on a daily basis. And this can cause for like a double impact of you trying to deal with something. So I really don't recommend kind of being on anything, any kind of medication, any kind of drugs, any kind of alcohol. You know, kind of just do that stuff in your personal time. You have to be different. As a tattoo artist, we can kind of see when our clients in pain. And one of the biggest things is when we take a break, make sure you take a break. So, you know, if we have to get up and, you know, get more gloves, just take a little moment to stand up, stretch your legs, walk around for a little bit. If you have to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. If he gets up and goes to the bathroom, you get up and stand up. Make sure you're stretching. Make sure you're breathing through the whole time too. Make sure you let him know if you need a break. You know, he'll let you know like, okay, well, I need to finish this part out first. Sometimes people ask me for a break and I'm like, let me finish this little line right quick. Just because, you know, I might be in a zone, I need to hurry and finish this line, or I'm doing this little section, and, you know, I might have like 2 more minutes, or I'm like, you know, just let me finish this piece. So just make sure you communicate with your artist and let them know if you're in pain or you're in discomfort. Because sometimes the pain isn't necessarily the needle, but the position you've been in for a long time. So make sure you're comfortable, but also remember that this tattoo is forever, and this pain is temporary. Make sure that you're giving your tattoo artist the best opportunity to give you the best tattoo that they can. And something y'all want to know about, numbing cream. Everybody always asks me about numbing cream. I'm kind of biased about numbing cream because I do a lot longer sessions, so I'm against numbing cream. If you're getting a 2-3 hour session, you know, something small, numbing cream does help, but I feel like numbing cream makes it worse in the long run. I've had more people not finish the session that use numbing cream than people who don't start and they don't use numbing cream. When you start going through pain, your endorphins kick in. And when you start off the session with that pain, you're used to it, you can grow with the pain, and after a while, you'll get used to this pain and you can bear with it. And you'll be able to go for a long period of time because you're used to this, you've been sitting with it, you've been through the whole process. You've been going through it the whole process. So it's nothing new kicking in the middle of your session. When you use numbing cream, after it wears off, now your body is recognizing this pain that's been there. So now you're going through a new level of soreness and your body's trying to figure out what's going on. Or your body already knows and now you're trying to figure out what's going on. And it's hard to deal with because now you're dealing with all this pain that you've been going through for 4 hours, and now you got 4 more hours to go and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do. So it's a case-by-case basis as far as numbing cream. I'm not a big fan of it, but you know, that's something you should talk to your artist about and see how they feel about it and see how well it works with them on their session. If you're wondering how long is too long of a session, that's really dependent on you and the artist. I can sit here and say I've done some sessions as long as, you know, like 14, 15 hours. Yes, there's breaks in between, we eat, but it really depends on you and it depends on your artist. Accountability is real big in tattooing. For the client and for the artist. You want to know what you're signing up for. You want to know what you're getting yourself into. Your artist might tell you the tattoo's going to be this long, but if you start seeing it's going to be over that time, you know, just ask them. But don't harass them because the biggest thing is you want to be able to have a good tattoo. Make sure when you schedule your tattoo, you have nothing planned for that day. I mean, nothing. No picking no kids up, no, well, I'm going to go to work tonight. Because this is your body and you need to take this piece serious. Because you might not have a job forever. The kids don't grow up. Somebody asked me, was it normal to feel sick after a tattoo? I think sometimes you can feel that from having those long sessions and you didn't eat. Because now your body is struggling with energy. You can be tired. So, you know, making sure you start your sessions early in the day and eating is very important. So that way you don't have that sick feeling from having that long session with nothing on your stomach. On the day of your tattoo, you want to make sure you wake up early enough to be able to get to your session on time. The last thing you want to do is start your day off running late and panicking. If you're late, call your artist and let them know. Text them, let them know. Email, let them know. that peace that you want. Mental is everything. Your body can handle it. You just gotta make sure your mind can. Matter of fact, on a side note, your body will let you know. So if your body's telling you that you can't take it anymore, you shaking, you trembling, then it might be time for you to wrap it up. But if you get to that point, it might be a couple things that you didn't take into accountability, or it could just be the simple fact that y'all been at it for hours